In this video, we are going to talk about money. In the UK, the currency is sterling. So if you come on holiday here, you'll have to get used to using pounds. In the European Union, they have the euro, and in the United States, they have the dollar. But in the world, there are 164 official national currencies. If you come on holiday to the UK, you will have to have a look at the exchange rate. An exchange rate is the price of one currency compared to another currency. So at the moment, 1 euro equals 84p. Depending on where you go and get the cash before you come on holiday, you will receive less or more for your money. So if it isn't a good deal, then they might only give you 80p for your euro. But if it is a good deal, they might give you 83p for your euro. It won't be the same as the official exchange rate because they usually make a commission, which means that they make money from this exchange. If not, the bank or the place where you're exchanging your money won't make any money. They won't make any profit. Here we have notes, like £10 notes, £5 notes, £50 notes, and coins, like 50p or 50 pence, 20p, 20 pence, or 5p, 5 pence. It's important to have a bank account to manage your money, and you should always be in credit. Being in credit means that you have money in the account. If you need to take some cash out, you can go to a cash point or ATM to withdraw some money. But I don't think that people really use cash nowadays. In fact, if you come to the UK, you'll see that a lot of shops don't accept cash. They only accept card payments. If you have money problems, you can't afford to buy things. Maybe you aren't earning much. Your salary isn't very high. You have wasted money, or you have debts. University is really expensive in England, so a lot of people have to take out loans. Loans are sums of money that you borrow and you have to pay back with interest. That means that you might have borrowed £30,000 for your university course and you will have to pay back £40,000. University fees are very high over here, so student debt is quite common, and it can take years to pay it back. When you pay something off, it means that you pay it back, but not at once. So if you buy an expensive camera and you pay it off over 2 years, it means that you pay it every month. If you want to buy something expensive, instead of paying it off over 2 years, you can save up for it. It's important to have some savings, especially for emergencies. You never know what's going to happen. so you need some savings just in case. Many people save for years to buy a car or to buy a house. At the moment, it's quite difficult to save to buy a house because a lot of people are renting. They have to pay their rent every single month, and it's difficult to save up to pay for a deposit. A deposit is when you pay a sum of money as a first installment to buy something or to rent something. For example, when you go and rent somewhere here, you usually pay the first month's rent and then a deposit, and you get that back at the end of your contract. So if you stay at that apartment that you're renting for a year and your contract has finished, then you get the deposit back. But if you leave earlier, then you don't get it back, and if you have caused a lot of damage, they can claim that too. You can also put down a deposit to buy a house. So you would save up £20,000 to reserve a house. We've got to be careful with the difference between hire and rent. Rent means that you have it for a long time, like you rent a house, but you hire a car when you're on holiday, or you hire a jet ski because you don't have it for a long time. We also have to be careful with the difference between borrow and lend. So let's imagine I have a car and I lend it to my brother. Lend means that you give it to someone for a short period of time, but borrow would be that you receive it for a short period of time. For example, I lent my brother my car, and my brother borrowed my car. So it's the same thing, but from a different perspective. One person gives it and the other person receives it. One person lends and the other one borrows. If something that you're buying is a good price, you can say that it is good value. Good value means that it's a good price for the product that you're buying. And if something is really cheap, you can say that it is a bargain. But if it's not a good deal, you can say that it is expensive or dear. Dear means the same as expensive. You can also say that the prices are extortionate, or that the product is overpriced. Overpriced means that the price is higher than what it should be. If a person doesn't like spending money and they try to spend as little as possible, we can say that they are cheap, stingy, or tight-fisted. They aren't nice words to use, so you would normally say it to someone if you're kind of joking, but it's not a nice thing to say. If you have a lot of money, then you can say that they are rich, but that's not the best word to use. It's nicer to say affluent or well off or wealthy. For example, her family is quite well off, her family is quite affluent, or her family is quite wealthy. If you want to say it in a more informal way, you can say loaded, but it's not very nice. Her parents are loaded. It sounds quite informal. And lastly, if someone hasn't got any money, you can say that they are broke, skint, or penniless. The one that you hear the most in films is broke. So if someone says that they are broke, they haven't got any money. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.